Now recording rubrics. Right, come to the pads. Get your horses, come to the pads. I'll explain how you go through the new rubric. How you do it perfectly. Get that officer promotion. Because PTSD, I want you officer, bro. And I want Derp as a major, bro. Cook it up. Bring Derp. Bring PTSD. Right. Give me a sec. No, don't run off PTSD. I have the uniform. NCO. Sergeant Major. Right. So, first things first, you do the intro. You do the intro, you're like, hello, I'm Sergeant Major, PTSD, I'm going to be doing this training. You get them in the STS with support arms, and you show off their ranks. With the new uniforms out, ranks are going to be on the left shoulder so you can see them. So you always get your guys formed up in support arms so you can see their ranks. Rank order with highest ranks on the right, going to the left. NCOs form up in the lines, and like officers are up here on the pads. Do you guys understand that?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. You do the sword commands. You do the musket. No, I'm gonna switch that up. Control C. You do musket commands. You do sword commands. Saber commands. Get out of here, bro. So you do musket commands, you do sword commands, you do facings, left face, right face, then you teach marching off on the foot. That first involves, you have the 5 lines. In this case, you left turn them, and you say, this is an SFL, and you teach them how to march off from the pads. Like, you get them, you only move when the person in front of you moves, and after, prepare to march and march. You also probably should teach, when you say prepare to march, you shoulder arms with your swords or slope arms with your carbines. March off. And march off. You march them down, like get on your horses and follow me. You march them off out to the field. The first thing, after you've taught them SFL and marching, you do the infantry tactics. You do the infantry tactics like forming lines and shit. And shooting. So go at like a 25 speed. So you come out here around these cannons or any open field. You first teach them how to form a line from an SFL. Like, prepare to form a line on my right, form a line on my right here, form a line on my left, form a line on my left here. Like that. Then you teach them how to form center lines, which is on both sides. A first person goes left, second person goes right, and goes in and off until you're ready. Then you teach them double columns, how to march in double columns, how to do that. Spend like a minute on that. Then you form them in a line. Teach the 4-step firing system, probably on the dummies up there. Like, you march up whilst you're doing it. You purposely march up to those dummies over there. You teach the 4-step firing system. You teach them right face crouch reload. Do you know ripple fire, PTSD?
Oh no.
Okay. Follow me. I'll teach you ripple fire.
No,
in this entire thing, you have to be talking, explaining things to people. Your mic's okay, but it could be better.
It's his accent, not.
And Derp, your mic keeps cutting off, like at the final.
I know. I'm told that.
You should fix that. Right, form a line to my right. So ripple fire is you get your carbines out and you fire going down the line. So like it would be me, then the person to the right of me, the person to the right of them, person to the right of them. You go ripple fire from my left or ripple fire from my right, and you fire. It's automatic reload, automatic right face crouch reload. Then you teach blanket fire, which you say blanket fire. Then sheets. The sheets is the amount of time they fire. It's like FOL automatic reload. And you do it. Then you do blanket fire. I'm going to remove fire in advance. Then next you teach them about the base stuff, like only go canter speed, don't go above canter in the base. You ride on the right side of the road. Teach them about that. Then you next teach them about marching. The main thing I saw you mess up in is when you get them on your horses and you're marching, you only march in SFL lines. You always form an SFL and get them to follow behind the person in front of you in an SFL line. Do you get that, my G? Yes, it's always SFL lines and forming lines. Then you go over march at speed something, accelerate, decelerate, halting. Then you speeds. I'm gonna change it. Speeds are, you teach speeds. What the different speeds are, like 10 speed for a trot, 20 speed for a canter, 25 for a gallop, 30 for a charge speed. In the pre-mount section, like when you're teaching them, or you ride on the right side of the road, you do only go canter speed in the base. You teach them speeds them then. Yes, if you understand what I'm yapping about. Does bro get it? Bro's mic is muted. PTSD, are you here? Yes. You can ask me any questions. Like,
I will
what? Just speak a little longer. If you're on push to talk, Derp, speak hold it a little longer.
I wouldn't recommend asking any questions.
He should ask questions if he doesn't understand anything. Like,
Yes, but if you don't understand anything, then you have to be yelled at.
I'm not gonna yell at him. Why would I yell at him? He's not gonna learn if I yell at him. Nobody learns if you yell at them. You have to be like. Yeah, you do the pre-mount section, which is teaching speeds, teaching move on the right and stuff. You do all that. Then you teach about marching, and you march in SFLs. It's like form a line to my right. All that stuff. Yeah. Then next you go over the number system. The number system is you really felt. So form an SFL behind me. The number system is really important for like Dragoon cycling and for forming cavalry lines. Fall behind, fall in behind. Not a cav line, form an SFL. You need to practice forming SFLs all the time, because when you're in battles you should march in SFLs. When you're going around the GG you should march in SFLs, and you should form lines. So, the number system, it goes 1, 2, 1, 2. So you will be 1, Derp will be 2, the guy behind him would be 1, the other guy would be 2. Number 1s go to the left, number 2s go to the right. So when you say prepare to form a cav line on me, form here. All the number ones would go to the left-hand side of the line. All the number ones would go to the right-hand side of the line. Do you get that? Right, so march. 10 speed. Also teach rankers to speed up to catch up with the people in front of them. Like, if it's 10 speed, go up to about 14, 15 to catch up with the person in front of you. Right, prepare to form a cav line on me, form a cav line here. You're a number 1, you go on the left. Like, number 1's go on the left, number 2's go on the right. That's where you gotta teach. That's what the number system is. You did like the infantry number system, and that's for fire and advance, but that's not on the rubric, so you don't need to teach this. This is for defensive cycling and for forming cav lines. So like, form an SFL behind me again. Right, get your numbers. Always remember your numbers. After you formed up, you should teach your rankers to instantly figure out their number, so you can form quickly. So prepare to march at 10 speed and march. Cav lines are much easier to turn with as well. Prepare to form a SFL lines are much easier to turn with. Prepare to form a cav line on me, form a cav line here. Yes, that is how you do it. All the number 1s would start turning left to pick their spot in the line. And all the number 2s would turn right and start picking... Dub, what the fuck are you doing?
Shit.
I'm trying to film a video here, bro. Yeah, so that's how a cav line works. Yeah, he really did kill himself. He's crazy, bro.
I've been wanting to do that for a while.
Now you do form a line on my blank, form here, yeah. So next you go on to Dragoon tactics. That's riding up in your SFL. You must practice riding up in your SFL, forming the line, then hopping off E and forming infantry lines in front of the cav quickly, then quickly mounting back up on your horses, ready, and moving into SFL again to march. That's what Dragoon tactics are. That's what quick dismounting and quick mounting and quick halting is. Next is, I'm going to remove turning etiquette. Turning etiquette is gay, and it's never been taught.
Yeah.
Right, so next you go on charging. So you get your guys, you get them like on do not use those bots. Those bots mess people up. So you get your guys, you get them at like a 20 speed SFL march. You get them over here. You use like one of your officers or a good ranker, you know, to form like a pretend to be the enemy blob. Remember, 1's on the left, 2's on the right. Yeah, drill that into your rankers. Whenever you form up, you have to tell them, remember, 1's on the left, 2's on the right. To make sure they have it in muscle memory for battles. And so you have charging. You have charging, you have push through charging, and you have cycle charging. I didn't really explain this to you. So push through. So you push through is you go up to full speed, you charge, you attack once, and you don't. You just keep following the officer through the enemy formation. You push through. You follow through until they and you keep following your officer in the line. Do you guys get that?
That's what I do on a regular basis.
Yes. Then you do cycle charging. So form cav line. Remember, 1's on the left, 2's on the right. Then you do cycling attacks. So if you're doing a cycling charge, when you give the order to charge, you say prepare to push through, or prepare to cycle on the left, or cycle on the right. You have to teach the rankers if you cycle on the give me a. So quickly reform the cav line. So if you say cycle on the left, they should attack through at full speed and reduce to about 20 speed and start holding the A key to turn around if you say the left, or tell them hold the D key if you're cycling, if you're doing to the right. You have to make sure they know right is D key, left is A key.
I mean, unless they're dyslexic, I think they know.
Yeah, but it's much more important for defensive cycling. So form a line here.
Defensive cycling, that's such a thing.
Yeah, it's thing which you need for dragoons because it counters hussars and shit. Then you
really?
you teach them about jousting, which is like you have to teach them to run up against the enemy's horse and use the top attacks at full speed to aim for the enemy whilst you're running right against them and attack them. Slash the top ones, kill the enemy on top, save the horse, because if you get dehorsed, you have a horse you can go grab. And teach
because the horse is well harmless for some reason.
You can do this by using the number system, and you tell ones to form over on the other side and twos on there, and they charge each other and joust. Most probably over by the melee domes, so you can have the red team and blue team at it. Teach them about jousting. Then you teach them about braking, about if you go below 3 guys, your line breaks and shit. And then you have to teach them defensive cycling, which is the hardest part. Defensive cycling is where you have 2 circles going around. This is where the number system really comes into play. So when you order a defensive cycle, the number 1s are turning around lefts, and the number 2s are turning around rights. So people are interdicting with each other, and if enemy cav comes up and follows you, someone's going to come along and joust them and kill them. Because as hussar, as heavy cav, you have the most damage on a charge, I think. So you can one hit hussar coming around at 30 speed.
Speed is better than size, I think.
Yeah, it is, unless you're in a defensive cycle. Because in a defensive cycle, you have more size, and you're hitting the other person head on, and you will do more damage, and you will take.
Yes, but at the same time, you are a bigger target.
Target doesn't really matter because you're jousting against each other, and it's a war of attrition. And you will win because your horses are stronger and have more, stamina. That's why.
No, we actually have less. We actually have less stamina, and we're on.
But your horses are better. Horses have more health than this. So, defensive cycle. Ones go left, 2s go right. So prepare to go to 20 speeds. 20 speeds. 3, 2, 1. Now. Prepare to defensive cycle here. Defensive cycle. Remember, 1s go left, 2s go right. So derp, you go right. That's pressing the D key, derp. That's pressing the D key. Right, stop, form a cav line on me, form a cav line on me. Let's do this again. So prepare to go to 20 speed. 20 speed now. Don't teach your rankers to not overtake. I didn't say start cycling. I said we're just marching. I never said.
I realized the moment I did it.
Right, slow down to 10 to let Derp to catch up. Slow down to 10.
I can catch up when it does.
Alright, speed up to 20. Fix this cav line, fix this cav line, fix this cav line. Prepare to defensive cycle. 3, 2, 1 defensive cycle. 25 speed cycle. Yes, this is what you do. This is what you do. You hold down the key and you cycle.
This is not cycling. This is, well, I don't know. It looks like a pin.
This is defensive cycling because it makes your formation very hard to get into and causes lots of jousting against enemies who are chasing behind you. And you need to do this in cav fights if you're fighting hussars and stuff. You need to spend like 10 minutes each training practicing that. Then the final bit is you go over wedge. You go over wedge and you teach them how to march in a line. I haven't really told you how guys to march in a line. So form a cav line on me. Form a cav line here. So you guys know wedge. It's pretty simple. Don't need to explain it. Both of you already know. But forming, marching in a line, you tend to just accelerate way too quickly. For marching in a line, you should prepare to march, start at 5 speed. So you start you're slowly moving your line off at 5 speed. Tell your rankers to speed up or slow down to stay in line with the CO. Then you're like speed up to 10. Then you wait for the rankers to move up to fix the line. Ban French.
Well, I guess that just...
Right, let's do that again. He fucking fucked it up. I'm gonna demote him for that.
What just happened?
Prepare to go at 5 speed, 5 speed. Right, wait for the people to come up and fix the line with you. Prepare to go to 10 speed, 10 speed. Make sure the people move up to fix the line with you. Tell them to move up to be in line. Prepare to go 15 speed, go 15 speed. Tell them to move up in the line with you, move up in the line with you, go up to, yeah. Then you go, prepare to go 22 speed, 22 speed. 22 speed is the max you should do if you want people to be in line with you. Get the rankers to move up, fix it. Tell them to go like up to 25, to 25, 26, 27 to so you move it. And that's how you line march. That's literally how you do the entire rubric. And if you repeat what I've done here to all the rankers and do it in a quick fashion, you'll pass your perfect event. Also, PTSD, bro. Me and Derp are going to trust you to host tomorrow. So that's pinging, making the check, getting in TG stuff first, and like making sure all the rankers are organized. Do you want to do that? Right, you're gonna make a check like right now.
Nice.
I'll upload this video. I'll make the new rubric.